So I am here with my friends in London, and this is Bob and Katie and Jojo, and I'm staying with them while I'm here. And it's so wonderful to be in this loving home with a loving vegan family who has compassion for animals. And I'd like to ask you a bit first, like how you got to be vegan.
So yeah, just under a few years ago we watched a video by a world parkour athlete, world champion parkour athlete, Tim Shieff, and it was just a vlog talking about why he stopped eating meat, and it was very relatable, very laid back, and it came out with a lot of good facts and kind of got us thinking. And I think after that we started looking at some of our choices. I had my lunch about an hour later and I chose not to have meat deliberately, and I'd never made a choice like that. And that then was linked to the Yourofsky speech, and which
I watched it first.
Yeah, and recommended
and then I sent
me.
it to you. And we watched it over a few days.
And it just snapped, and we went out together a day after for your birthday and chose to have a vegan meal, and then we decided we're going to do this. And we kind of had like a transitional period because we had lots of food in our house which just still had meat and dairy and eggs. We said we won't buy anymore, we won't contribute to animal exploitation and suffering, and we'll just eat what we've got here, and we'll also start trying new vegan things, go new vegan places, and yeah, it just kind of developed from there. And it's, you know, it's what it is today.
Once we figured out that we could do the food side, that was it. We just, you know, we just said it both at the same time. We said we're going to do this, and that was it really. It was from that day, wasn't it? It was just from that day.
Yeah. It then branched down to kind of other stuff, and when you think about clothing and other things and that, but yeah.
Yeah, it all trickles down to everything you use that exploits an animal.
Yeah.
So Jojo, what does your shirt say?
No meat, no dairy, no kidding.
A bit louder. Say it loud.
No meat, no dairy, no kidding.
That is a great shirt. I don't think I've ever seen it before. I love what it says, and that is wonderful. And I know that in your house that you love raw food, right?
Yeah.
What is your favorite fruit?
Mango.
Mango. And I remember earlier you were even asking for pomegranate. Do you like pomegranate?
Yeah.
Yeah, yummy stuff.
You're taking the seeds out, don't you?
Yeah, and eating them.
Yeah, that's delicious. I love that. And I know, like, I met you at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. What brought you to wanting to eat raw?
Well, I think once we kind of made the connection on the ethics side, and that was kind of very much stable in our life and kind of became part of routine, then we started really finding out more about health.
And we watched Freelee's videos.
Yeah, and different other YouTubers and how they live their lives, and then you learn about raw and then the benefits of raw, and you see how people have kind of gone through different transformations.
Yeah.
And it was kind of going to Woodstock and doing it for a whole week, and then realising how amazing we felt and just when
loads of energy.
Yeah, loads of energy, just feeling hydrated all the time. Even just how our digestion was running so much differently, and just not feeling lethargic at all, or any sort of bloated feeling like you might get from some of the starches and that, and like potatoes and rice. And
Definitely do feel that the fruits and vegetables digest a lot better.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Wow.
And then you realise what happens when you do have cooked food after that, of how it has a kind of detrimental effect on you, and your body's kind of crying out for the raw food.
Yeah. So it really is, first and foremost, let's have vegan families.
Yeah.
And then let's start increasing our raw food that we have, and, you know, getting to a point where we can eat high raw or totally raw is really a great way to go for our whole families, for our children. A lot of people think that we can't grow healthy vegan kids. Well, this is an example of a very sturdy looking boy here. Hi Jojo, can you look up for a second? I know you're tired.
Show us your muscles.
Huh? Can you say hi? Whoa.
He's youngest in his year at school, and he's one of the biggest, probably the biggest child.
Wow. Yeah.
He's
And nobody would expect that for a vegan. Everybody thinks that a vegan child would be stunted and fragile, and this is not fragile. This is a nice big boy.
and he's one of the most intelligent boys as well. He can read like a 7 to 8 year old.
I was just blown away by his reading skills.
He's been able to read since he was 2, count since he was 1. He can count into the hundreds, and he can identify like 6 and 5 figure numbers. So he kind of knows all of the millions and billions.
Adding,
Ah.
subtraction. He can say name all the planets, order of the planets, all the characteristics. So
Yeah.
for anyone that thinks he's not getting the right facts for his brain development,
And a lot of that he's
No.
known for the last year as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing something right. I
Definitely are doing a lot right here.
Maybe we're doing more than right as well. More than the
Yeah.
average.
Wow. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love to video beautiful vegan and raw vegan families, so
Aw,
thank you so much.
Jojo, what have you got to say?
Vegan, come on.